So we talked about proactively going for tomonage and Kouchi and leg pick, but now we need to sort of look at the opposite side of the spectrum where George is the one initiating a lot of these moves, right? And if I could anticipate those actions, I could score some cheap points if takedown is rewarded like it is in the sport, right? So, classic right side versus right side position. George looks to sit down and go for tomonage, right? Great opportunity for me to counter this with a quick leg pick or a Kouchi guy, okay? So, tomonage, bring, Kouchi, leg through. I need to close the distance to prevent the knee shield from coming in, right? Really important that I control the hand on the chin, okay? That's one of the important points. Another one that's very easy to score is the leg pick. If George is standing directly in front of me, right, and we have the hands locked up, for me to just grab down and ankle pick him here is going to be very difficult, okay? Even with dominant position here, right, if all that weight is on this leg, and if I just reach down and grab this leg, it might not be sufficient to take the person down, okay? I have my favorite leg picks that I like to do. For instance, cross-body high leg pick and lots of different other leg picks. But this one's a nice, quick, cheap one because he's essentially giving me the off balance that I desire in order for me to successfully apply this technique, right? So, right side versus right side. George just sits down and goes tomonage. I catch, and then I go right into the takedown. Okay, this is kind of silly, but it definitely works, especially if I'm going for tomonage, right? If George could time this, okay? I'm about to go tomonage. One, I'm leaning back. I'm doing tomonage. I'm leaning back, legs coming up, and he picks this. Kouchi into the leg pick, or he just simply reaches down and grabs the ankle. Okay? So those are some quick options that you can use to attack and score using Kouchigari and leg pick, right? And it's very low risk. If I fake tomonage, he reaches down and tries to grab his leg, right? Well, if he doesn't get it, it's okay, because Georgie didn't really low risk, right? He puts his hands back on the gi, right? And then he goes for a tomonage of his own. Oh, shit, right? Nice, perfect, right? Something of that nature. If Georgie doesn't succeed there, and then we just both go to the ground, right? Let's fake, try to grab the leg. No, I'm going to do the tomonage, try to grab the leg. Well, no, right? He grabs, he goes tomonage, right? And I defend, okay? Now, this is a position that you're familiar with. We both attempted a couple different takedowns, right? I attempted a turn throw, he attempted to go for an ankle pick, and then he put his hands back on and went for a tomonage of his own. Very low risk stuff. You're actually going for the techniques. You're improving your judo knowledge and your judo IQ, or throwing IQ, or takedown IQ, whatever you want to call it, right? And then effectively you're on the ground doing the waza, right? So that's the tomonage Kouchigari, sort of counter to the person taking the initiative to go for the tomonage.